Want to know one thing successful entrepreneurs wish they could tell their younger selves? Build your tracking infrastructure before you launch, not after. It's the difference between steering a ship and being swept away by the current. Why are you waiting until you're drowning in chaos to build a lifeline? Think about it. When you're in the thick of growth, you'll be firefighting daily emergencies. That's exactly when you need data the most, exactly when you don't have time to build the systems. Your competitors who started with tracking from day one, they're making decisions in hours that may take you weeks. Without upfront tracking, you'll spend an average of 8 to 12 hours per week manually gathering data that you should have automatically. That's 400 to 600 hours per year, an entire quarter of productivity lost preventively because you haven't created the tracking systems. Worse, you'll make costly mistakes based on incomplete information. The enterprises crushing it right now didn't get lucky. They built systems that gave them clarity from the start. One of the things I insist on a regular basis is to create systems by which we can track and find things. A classic example is this video right here. This video will go through almost 700 steps before you actually see it. And it can get lost, it can get confusing, and it can get very complex. And imagine, if you will, now, if you have multiple people sending in videos in multiple ways and in different formats, a tracking system becomes inevitable. And in fact, there is one key system, one key individual who manages, who traffic controls all of this. And her ability to track, understand, and find this information is paramount to the entire system. So what one has to create is a very simple key to track the information, to track where everything is and how it works out. Because if you think about it, this video is being shot here that you're watching. It's now going to go into edits. It's going to be cleaned up. It's going to have material put on it. It is going to be sliced up into different areas. It's going to be transcribed. It's going to be, the audio is going to be taken out. It's going to have a podcast created. There needs to be graphics created for it. There needs to be wording to put in each one of the things. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, and it's done by multiple people. How do you track and control all of that? How do you know where the original is at each one of the iterations thereof? There is 70 pieces of material that come out of that one. So for every piece of material, there is about 100 tasks that need to be done. It is a mind-bogglingly complex system that not many people are willing to tackle. And one of the great keys is good tracking system. A system, a numbered system, a way of creating, and if you work with databases, this is nothing new, a way of creating a system by which you can track all of the bits of data as they disperse, so you know where they came from, where they are, and where they are in the system. And not only that, but you can then refer to it on a basis, and everyone knows what it is. So it's not unusual to have 4 or 5 clients sending numbers of videos, possibly 50 videos at a time, to us for us to do our viral social stacking system with. And if you're talking about 5 times 50 and you're delivering 2 videos a week, that becomes highly confusing, and a traffic controller is absolutely necessary, but a system to track it is even more. Clients are always impressed when we're able to come back and find various information. To be completely transparent, I am very bad at this. I know that I need to do it, and I have some general tools that I do it with, but I have someone that also traffic controls me. And that individual makes sure that I have what I need when I need it. Because if I do, I can get things done faster. So I will come up with all of these ideas, I'll put some rough notes together, and then she will put it into a system that I know, and I know exactly where to go, I know exactly where to grab it. I then do what I need to do. I put the original tracking number, which in this case for this video is actually the serial number of the video from the actual system that I'm using. And that tracks throughout the entire thing. That's the originator number. Now we have some stuff at the beginning to tell exactly what it is. RCB, my name, -SS, which is strategy sessions, and the number. And as it progresses through, it continues to gain information on both sides, so we know exactly what it is. But in the beginning, it's a simple system. And if you plan it that way, you can actually manage a lot more. And by the way, when we're working in a distributed team, because our team is all across the world, we're working with a distributed team, they're able to discuss something very quickly because they have an originator and exactly where it is. And as long as everyone understands the system, that's the power. I can't tell you how many people are working on marketing databases or asset databases, and that they're starting to do it from a previous system, and they want to capture all of that. Instead of just starting from the beginning and recognizing that you need to have a systemized process. And for us, because it's episodes, we have an episode system that we create, and that episode system has data in it. But wherever you are, start now. Start now in capturing that information. Start now in capturing exactly what that data is, and let that evolve over time. Because you'll start to learn that some things work really well and what you thought worked didn't work so well. But after a while, you start building it and it becomes a habit. And that habit then permeates through all of it. And at some point, you can hire someone to come in and rework the data backwards. And we've done that before. But most of the time, if you start from the beginning with the expectation that you have to track assets on a regular basis, that will start the beginning. And use something that is unique to that group, but also has some sort of consistency. So every one of our clients has a 3-letter designator in the beginning, which is exactly who they are. And then kind of what the project is, and we go down from there. Usually we can track that and find it very quickly. Instituting that kind of control in the beginning is a really spectacular way of making sure that you always find things. I don't know about you, but I've got hundreds of documents. Luckily, someone else helps me find some of those documents because I lose them all the time. But I've tried to create a system by which she can find them as well. What I'm encouraging you to think about is that the information, the work that you do is vital, and you need to think of ways of being able to access it. And it used to be that you print it out or write it out and put it in a file folder. And my mother used to have hundreds of file folders. We still have that to some degree, but we have such good search engines. Getting a system by which you can look and find that quickly through a number of standardized letters, numbers, and numerals is much faster and much more efficient. So what I'd encourage you to do is really think about that. What systems for naming and neighbor culture can you create right now that creates the ability for you to access information? It will let you get to your fingertips faster. Anyone who sees you doing that will actually see how efficient you are, and you'd be amazed how much energy you get from the ability just to not have to go searching for it, to get distracted by it, but be able to bring it up and move forward. It's a great way of creating momentum, as well as just dealing with the massive amounts of data that we can create. And the ability for us to now to do it digitally is that much more complex because it's not right at our fingertips, but search engines can be a great and powerful tool. So come up with a structure, try it out for yourself and start expanding it so that everyone can use the same nomenclature, therefore helping you find whatever you need. If you've got a system that you like or a process, put in the notes below. Let's all learn from each other. I look forward to carrying on this conversation.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode on the Strategy Session, where we take your business from stuck to unstoppable. Here's another video I think you'd enjoy. If you found these insights valuable, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for notifications on our latest videos. Remember, you're not just marketing, you're making history with Venture Gain.